applications of Ampere's law. Ampere's law is having uh, many applications in the field of magnetostatics due to its simplicity. Okay, so if you want to calculate magnetic field from the current or current from the magnetic field, normally we will use Biot-Savart law. That is a generalized law to calculate magnetic field. Okay, but it requires more complex computations. Okay, if the current distribution is complex or it is having uh, more terms, then it is highly difficult to calculate the field from the uh, Biot-Savart's law. Okay, the complexity can be greatly reduced with the help of Ampere's circuital law. The only condition is it is applicable only to symmetrical current distribution. If you know a symmetrical current distribution, then from that current distribution you can calculate the total field. That is the great advantage of Ampere's circuital law. Now let's see some examples such as infinite line current, infinite sheet of current, and infinitely long coaxial transmission lines. Okay, now let's see uh, the current through a infinite line. Okay, consider an infinitely long filamentary current I along the z axis Here the blue one, the current carrying conductor, which is infinite in long and carries a current I. Here, why we are taking it's a filament. Filamentary means very thin wire. I mean the dimensions are negligible compared with the length of the conductor. Okay, so dimension plays a huge role in the current density. Okay, so it will greatly increase the complexity. To avoid such complexities, we are assuming the current carrying conductor is a filamentary type or the thickness is negligible. Okay, now let's try to compute the magnetic field intensity at a observation point P. Okay, so due to this current carrying conductor, we are observing some field at point P. Okay, now in order to observe the field at point P, we need to form an Amperian path around the conductor as per the Ampere circuital law. Okay, and this path is known as Amperian path, a closed a closed path around the conductor. Okay, this one is analogous to the Gaussian surface uh, used in the Gauss law of electrostatics. Okay, and choose a concentric circle as a Amperian path. Okay, so no need to take only the circle passing through the point P. You may take a circle here or here. The only condition is it must enclose the conductor. That is the important for Amperian path. Okay, and as per Ampere circuital law, line integral of H dot dl is equal to I enclosed. Closed line integral of H dot dl is equal to I enclosed. Okay, so here since the path encloses the whole current I, according to Ampere's law, I is equal to closed integral of H dot dl. H dot dl. Here we need to find this dl quantity and H quantity. Okay, and you know that the conductor is placed along z axis. Okay, so if you take a small element in this, okay, then you will have the size of element is dz and it is along az vector. So dl is dz az vector and h vector it is along a pi vector. So it is having only one term in the h vector, that is a pi vector. So h vector is 0 a row vector plus h pi a pi vector plus hz az vector. here hz and h rho are equal to 0 because the field is encircling the conductor, okay, that is along pi vector. Okay, so you will have only the pi component. So h is equal to this quantity h pi a pi, and we know that I is in the conventional Cartesian, it is dz ac. In the case of uh, cylindrical, you will have uh, rho d pi a pi, d pi a pi, rho d pi a pi. So I is h rho integral rho d pi. Okay, so if you make dot product of these two, you will have h rho, sorry, h pi rho d pi. Okay, so just bring h pi rho outside the remaining integral d pi. So it is running from 0 to 2 pi. So h pi rho into 2 pi minus 0. So I is equal to h pi rho 2 pi. From this you can write h pi is I by 2 pi rho. Okay, so using h vector is h pi a pi vector. Okay, just substitute h pi here. So what you will have I by 2 pi rho into a pi vector. Okay, so now see, using 4 steps we got the value, but in the conventional Biot-Savart law it took nearly 15 steps to calculate this h vector. That is the advantage of Ampere's law. Now let's see infinite sheet of current. Okay, consider an infinite current sheet in the z equals 0 plane. Okay, so here we are having z equals 0 plane which carries a current density k. Okay, so here let's assume the current is passing from minus y to plus y, minus y to plus y. So the k vector is having only y component, there is no z component or x component. So you can define the current density k vector is ky ay vector amperes per meter as shown in figure. Okay, so here to apply Ampere's circuital law, you must form an ampere path which encloses that current. Okay, so here we are forming an ampere path 1 2 3 4 which encloses this current density k, that is equal to ky ay vector. Okay, so here the ampere path is 1 2 3 4. Okay, one, so the path is from 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4 and 4 to 1. The total path is 1 2 3 4 1. As per uh, Ampere's circuital law, closed integral of h dot dl is I enclosed. Okay, so I enclosed is current density into the dimension in this. Okay, here the dimension is b, here it is a. So the current into the dimension. Okay, so ky b, ky b. So h dot dl is equal to I enclosed, that is ky b. Okay, consider an infinite current sheet as comprising of filaments. It is comprising n number of filaments. The dh component of above or below the sheet due to pair of filamentary currents can be calculated. From figure, it is evident that the resultant dh has only an x component and only x component. No, it's having only the x component. Also, h on one side of the sheet is negative of the on the other side. Okay, so here just consider filaments. Okay, so just consider each and the entire surface is made of infinite number of filaments. Okay, so suppose you are having a filament here and a filament here. Okay, at the time you will have a scenario like this. and above the point, okay, above h distance in the z-axis, the field will be like this, and below this you will have field like this. Okay, so the x component will get cancels, this one and this one will cancel. Okay, so you'll have only the h component along the x-axis. So that field is having x component alone. So if you have the magnitude h naught along the x-axis, then above the surface you will have h naught ax, and below the surface you will have minus h naught ax, because the field is in this direction above and in this direction the below of sheet. Okay, here we need to calculate this h naught. Okay, for that let's take the Amperian path from 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, with dimensions AB. Okay, so here you have to split the line integral into 4 parts, from 1 to 2, then 2 to 3, then 3 to 4, then 4 to 1 h dot dl. Okay, so for the path 1 to 2 and 3 to 4, 1 to 2 and 3 to 4, h dot dl is 0 into minus a minus h naught into minus b plus 0 into a plus h naught into b, that is 2 h naught b. Along the path 1 to 2 and 3 to 4 is simply 0. There is no current flow in this direction. It is coming out of this. So 1 to 2 and 3 to 4 is 0. And the remaining are minus h naught and plus h naught into minus b into plus b. So you'll have 2 h naught b. Okay. Now let's equate equation 4 with 1, that is kyb is 2 h naught b. From that you can get h naught is of ky, of ky. So you can write the h vector is of ky ax for z greater than 0 minus of ky ax for z less than 0. The h vector is explained here. Okay, so for z greater than 0, it is of ky ax, for z less than 0 minus of ky ax. That means above the sheet you will have of ky, and below the sheet you will have minus of ky. Okay, so here is the current carrying sheet. Okay, and here you are having hx of kyx and hx minus of ky. Okay, in general you can write h vector is of k cross an vector, where an is the normal vector from the surface. Okay, so you may have a normal vector from surfaces above the surface or below the surface. So based on that you are having either of ky or minus of ky. Okay, and here in general the an vector is unit normal vector directed from the current sheet to the point of reference. Point of reference. Now let's see some problems based on infinite current sheet. Consider planes z equal 0 and z equal 4 carries current k vector is minus 10 ax amperes per meter, and k vector is equal to 10 ax amperes per meter respectively. Determine h vector at 1, 1, 1, 0, minus 3, 10. Okay, so as per the previous derivation, the field due to infinite sheet is h vector is of k into an, where an is the normal vector which may be along positive z or negative z depending on the field point of observation. Okay, now the field, the net field at observation point h vector is equal to h1 plus h2, h1 plus h2, where h1 is due to plane at z equal 0 and h2 is due to plane at z equal to 4. Okay, so now we are having the planes. Okay, this is the z equal 0 plane and this is z equal to 4 plane, and the observation point is z equal to 1. The first point is 1 1 1, where you are having xy z, where z is 1. So it will be between the two surfaces. So if this is the observation point, the vector from the lower plane is upward, that is along positive z direction, and from the top one it is along negative z direction. Okay, so the an for the z equals 0 is az, and for the z equal to 4 it is minus az. Okay, so just substitute the an values in the equation 2. So h1 will be of the k is minus 10ax cross az. Okay, so you can cancel 2, so you'll have minus 5 ax cross az. Okay, it's in the ax az means you will have ax ay az. Okay, so here you are having az cross as, not in this direction, it is in reverse. Okay, so you will have minus ay. So minus minus cancels, you will have 5 ay amperes per meter. Similarly, for z equal to 4, h2 is of current density 10 ax cross minus az. Okay, so ax cross az is minus ay. Okay, so minus minus will cancel, 2 5, so you will have 5 ay. So if you add these two, the total field at point 111 will be 5ay plus 5ay, that is 10ay amperes per meter. At point 0 minus 3 10. Okay, let's again draw the diagram for easy understanding. Okay, here we are having z equals 0, and here we are having z equal to 4, and the observation point is at 10. Okay, at 10. Okay, so it may be somewhere here. Okay, so the vector coming out of this is az, and from this is az. Okay, both are positive direction, so just substitute those values. Okay, so minus 5 into minus 5 minus ay, 5ay. Here you will have minus 5ay, so they will cancel each other. You will get h vector at point outside the surface is 0 amperes per meter. Okay, so if the point is at minus 10, both will be in this direction, you will have again 0. So you can find field between the plates. Okay, so you will observe field only between the plates. Only you can observe field only in this place. Here and here there is no field, they will cancel each other.